in. How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Gran Turismo 3 on the very final race of the Formula Championship, which is in none other than Monaco, though unfortunately the full length of Monaco, which means that this is gonna take probably around 2 hours. Can't remember how much it took in Gran Turismo 4, which was also full length Monaco. But yeah, it is a hard track, despite being an urban circuit, so you can risk it a lot more in a game like this. It's still pretty hard. I don't know if I can win. My plan is, if I realize that by the first pit stop I have no chance of winning. Oh, this is a little bit low for me. There you go. If I realize that I have no chance for winning on the first pit stop, I think the best thing I could do is... Okay, that guy fell asleep on the... Well, that was a very bad start. That was a terrible... And I cannot get out of here, damn it. What a way to start. Actually, fantastic way to start. God damn it. But I don't think there's much to see now that happened. I could actually reset. I mean, I could reload, not a problem. It's just that I also want to see how I can do. I mean, especially in solitaire, it's easier to see 16 seconds. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. Then what an amazing start. I want to see how much I can gain on him, because I think the smartest idea will be to forfeit this race and do it with like the best oil instead of doing it with the deteriorated oil that I have right now. Okay, especially for such a long race. I mean, if it was shorter, I could make a real attempt. Though I also feel like, why is this understeering so much? I mean, so much more than usual, you know? Like, it's understeering like crazy. Come on, dude, the race just started. Shouldn't be like this. But it's also the fact that Monaco is a very narrow track. In terms of the time, no, it is bad, yeah. You know, the first place will keep escaping at this rate. I could probably forfeit the race and start it individually, because I'm guaranteed to win the championship no matter what, so it's not like I will lose. Because if I was at least gaining on the first place, but I'm clearly not. But I think that this is gonna be a forfeit. Something that will be a little bit bad is if the credits were to show up. Will be a little bit anticlimactic, right? To do something like that. Yeah, but it's fine. I first want to see the end of this lap, and then we can do that. See, yeah, this is very bad right now. Well, the thing is that here you get used to the laps in due time, but here it's not going anywhere. Okay, that's fine. So in theory, forfeiting this, it's just not gonna give me points, but it's fine, because though it says net session. What net session? Yeah, the congratulations, because there is no other session. Damn, and only 250,000 for winning the championship. That's so shitty. I don't know what car they are gonna give me though. I'm assuming a Formula car. Oh, it's random. But it's random between all Formula cars. Well, that's interesting at least. And they gave me... You don't tell me the name? Well, it looks kinda the same as the one I already have, but with blue instead of red. And no credits, like basically fuck you with the credits. Alright, hold up, let me check that car first. Here, right? It's the exact same car. With a different color. Nice. Well, I guess I could use it, but no, I want to use this one. Though it's the same thing, but let me change the oil at least. Now I can change the oil. Well, the oil that at this rate is completely gone. Damn, that's very fucked up. That, yeah, might as well give it a car wash since we're in Monaco. Gotta look good, you know. Right, you know, now it's shiny. No, not home, my bad. Go race. So with the oil in better condition, I probably should be able to do better though. More than that, I'm interested in the race. No, not the race. In the opponents I get here. I want to see if the blue car is gonna show up again. Like that 094. Like, it feels like maybe the performance of... Yeah, okay, he's there. Well, actually, I think all of the same opponents are here. I don't know if the color is the same, but... At least the opponent models, like the model of the cars is the same. And the blue one, yeah, it's still blue. And this asshole seems like he always starts on the same... on like with not moving, with just staying still. Okay, with or without oil, this is still a very hard truck, dude. So with good oil, at least the performance is probably gonna be slightly better. So I still can't believe that I got that accident at the beginning. It was pretty sad. Oh, pretty crazy, and now I can actually be right next to him. Though, if I wanted to see... Oh, what the hell? That's not how you do the chicane. What are you doing, blue, bro? Unbelievable. But I'm still very pissed off that the car that I got is the exact same one. Pretty... unlucky, especially considering that there are supposedly 6 different models and I get the exact same one. I mean, that's just what happens with this game. You have random rewards. The random rewards are just the way they are. Okay, you know, it seems that this with or without oil, the struggle against blue guy is the same, though at least here I can fight with him one-on-one instead of being all the way back. Not to mention that here I can also fight him with my car in top condition instead of with the oil looking like I don't know what, like gutter oil. Now, assuming one... come on, dude, this is a chicane. You're not taking the chicane that fast. Asshole. Also, yeah, that chicane is the hardest part of the track without a doubt. Now, I would like to see how that accident... Like, I want to check the replay. Well, the VOD, because the in-game replay is gone. I mean the VOD replay of how I lost control on the first lap, because it doesn't make much sense. Well, in the first lap, in the first corner, how did I lose control there? I have no clue. I do wonder if this blue guy is actually a faster car simply because it's faster, and the higher the number in the model, the better it is. Because you know that maybe... fuck. What an asshole. Well, I did that kinda on my own, but... now that he overtook, I don't know if I can reach him, but... it's fine. Well, there's also another problem that I didn't talk about in Monaco with this amount of laps. But it's not about Monaco, it's rather about the amount of laps. 78 laps means that the pit strategy is different very different depending on where you start pitting. So it will be different in 6, in 7, in 8, in 9, and in 10. Like, it's different in all of them. And I don't know when he's gonna pit, but it will be a different amount of pit stops. The question is, can I reach him? I mean, if in Tokyo I was able to reach him with pace alone, I feel that here I should be able to reach him too. But I mean, Tokyo is easy, while Monaco is not. I mean, Monaco is... Okay, that hairpin is fucking me up multiple times already. Like, I'm actually oversteering. Keep in mind that the traction control is there, and I'm still oversteering. In very low speeds, I lose control super easily. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm not sure how else to do it. So I am losing control, like I'm just drifting. I guess it's because I'm trying to brake too hard, but how do you not want me to brake too hard with this corner? Then blue guy is gonna escape at this rate. And the funniest thing is that apparently was almost close to PB. That just says how badly I'm doing these laps. Like 124 cannot under any circumstance be my best lap. Well, neither my best lap nor my usual lap. Like, that cannot happen. Okay, that hairpin is a culprit for sure, but it's not the only one. I mean, the chicane is a problem too. In fact, the game itself tells you to do the chicane on the first gear. Most likely gonna be a matter of time, like in Tokyo though. Once I start getting used to exactly when to brake, when to accelerate, how to accelerate, how exactly to steer. See, look at that, 120, that's a 4-second difference. Hey, that's more like it. The issue is that my tires are already not looking very good. At least the ones that are not looking good are the ones on the rear, which means that, well, means that I'm gonna lose my car more easily. But it doesn't mean that I'm gonna do the corners worse in terms of I'm not gonna understeer them. That's preferable. Because understeering corners, I mean, more than I'm already understeering is way too much. So when is the pit stop? If it's a pit stop at 7, that means you need to pit stop 10 times, which is quite a lot, but at 8 it's 9 times, at 9 it's 8 times, and at 10 it's 7 times. So every strategy is quite different between each other, quite different. Obviously not pitting on seats. That's okay. This is still quite far yet, but hopefully I can get closer soon. I kinda want to pit in when he does though. Like, I don't think I really care about pitting in less times, because I feel like the most important thing is just being on the top of my game when it comes to pace. Like, I don't think that trying to win with strategy is a good idea, because it didn't really work anytime. I mean, well, no, it worked on the ovals, but the ovals are an exception, not the rule. In every other one, the strategy, if anything, made things worse. Like trying to pit stop less times. Seems like it actively made things worse. He's still not pitting in though. Oh, okay, sure. Don't particularly mind, it's just that my rear tires are starting to not like this. My rear tires are complaining right now. I'm feeling that the game punished me for trying to, well, for forfeiting the final race of the championship. But it gave me the exact same car as a punishment. Pretty mean. I mean, I forfeited because the start was terrible, and in a race as long as this one, I don't want to do it if I'm not guaranteed to win, you know? Well, not guaranteed. It's not about guaranteed, it's about having the chance, and already starting with such a massive disadvantage didn't seem like a very good chance. He didn't pit in yet. Him. Well, that's a problem. Because my tires, I don't think they can hold on much more. Are you pitting in lap 9? I hope. Lap 9 means 8 pit stops. Also, how is it going Wasabi? To figure out how to chat on mobile? Nice. Desktop view exists on mobile, so I can just do that on there. Hey, I have no idea about any of that because, as you know, I don't have a cell phone, but pretty cool. What's not pretty cool is I'm completely losing control on the rear. I mean, easily, because my tires are dead, but there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I have to pit stop right now. If this guy doesn't pit stop, that will be a problem, because that will mean I need to pit stop more times than him. But I don't think so. Like, come on, dude. Your tires have to be just as dead as mine. He doesn't pit stop, no way. What? I need to pit stop. I cannot hold with the tires like that. Unless it's the traction control that is killing my tires, but the issue is that here I will need to have a very clear advantage on him to win if he's gonna pit stop. I mean, what an asshole. Well, only one of the other ones pit stop. That's a problem. Can I blame the traction control? Maybe I could. I don't know. I don't think there's anything to blame here. It's just, well, other than skill issue. That you can blame, no problem. Hey, I don't think that disabling the traction control is gonna make this better at all. But he will pit stop here, obviously. It is an issue because I need to pit stop 8 times and he only needs to pit stop 7. So he has a natural advantage that the only way to combat it is me being able to have a very fat advantage over him. And I already don't have an advantage, like I'm already behind him, so yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen. It's really tedious to do this though, so I prefer actual desktop instead of mobile. Well, that's a given in every situation. It's always better to do things from desktop than from mobile. That goes without saying. Now on the right side, if I suddenly decided to change my pitting strategy here, I could, like, let's say that I pit on lap 19, I could still only pit 7 times in total, but I just don't see how. Like, I don't understand how he resisted so much. At least that can also make things very interesting. Assuming I can get a good advantage on him, which wouldn't be happening right now. That's the issue. But I need to replicate my PB every time, like that 1 minute 20. That one will have to happen. It's true that corners like that certainly don't help the tire life, but I don't think I can do them much better than that, you know? Well, honestly, you know, I say that the chicane is the hardest part of this track, but not really. I mean, yeah, it is, but what I'm trying to say is that everything out this fucking track is hard. I still cannot replicate the damn 120, dude. I cannot do it. Like, I'm struggling so much to replicate that. I just cannot do it. These are very, very bad corners, all things considered. It's very bad all around. Now the scary thing is that he pit stopped at lap 10, but also with me like heavily interacting with him on the first laps, which means that if without that he probably could have held for longer. I hope not. But it could be the case. I feel like right now this is a bad situation no matter what. There is still a lot of race remaining, it's just that it will be a pain in the ass to do all of this to end up losing anyway. But if that's what has to happen, I guess that's what has to happen, you know? It feels like the chicane I'm doing it better, but the hairpin is the one that is torturing me. Like the chicane, as long as you brake in time, doing the left-right movement doesn't seem like it's that bad, but the hairpin, I don't know how to do it fast. I mean, you cannot do it fast because it's a hairpin, but the craziest thing is that this is happening with the oil in top condition. I want to imagine how shitty this will be with the oil in bad condition. Now that was very close to my PB, and I'm still apparently not closing in very well against this guy. I'm just struggling so much to approach him. I think that's the fastest I can do the hairpin. I think it can be much faster than that. Well, the interesting thing is that it is gonna be such a long... fuck, there is a bug. A very annoying bug harassing me. Sorry if I blew on the mic, but I tried to blow on the fly, but it didn't bother me. As long as it just fucks off, it's fine. Even if it's on the same room. One of those flies that it's not that small. I mean, it's small compared to the big ones, but just very annoying. It's a typical type of fly that if it gets in front of you, it will not let me play. And on a long race like this, that's a problem. Okay, I am getting a little bit closer, but the issue still remains with the topic on pit stops. Like the pit stops, him doing less than me is a problem. That will require an advantage I don't think I can do. I will essentially need like a 15 or more second advantage against him. I don't see that happening. I'm already struggling like this to reach him. At least it seems that my pace is relatively consistent. So I'm reaching him. But yeah, my tires are the problem now. But he should be able to slow down too when his tires are also deteriorated. Okay. Well, now I'm at your slipstream, mister. What are you gonna do about it? Well, you're gonna do nothing, of course. Well, there's also a problem that Monaco is an absolute piece of shit of a track to overtake. Not just in the game, but in real life too, so... yeah, good luck overtaking this guy. That's the reason why the lap cars feel like they will be a huge problem. Like the lap cars will really be a problem. Oh. Kinda need you to move aside, mister. Okay. Now it seems that my tires now will be able to hold on better. I guess it is that in the first stint I just wasted my tires a lot because I kept doing the corners very badly, but here I can actually withstand one more lap, or I should. And this guy is getting impatient. Come on, what's the hurry? Look at all the laps we have in front of us. Trying to overtake in a chicane. Shameful. And you're out of control, Mr. Blue, I gotta tell you. He will pit stop. Well, the thing is that he will pit stop on lap 20, not in lap 19. I will pit stop in lap 19 because I pit stop in lap 9. Essentially, we're not gonna pit stop at the same time, which I guess could be a problem, but I don't see exactly why it will be a problem actually. I mean, it's just that I kinda wanted to be closer to him, but whatever. It's funny to have someone constantly bothering you like this. It's pretty funny. Hey, I need to pit in here, without a doubt. Yeah, come on, dude. Trying to overtake in the chicane is such a rude thing to do. It's like you're trying to get us both killed. What's your problem? I mean, already my performance here starts becoming absolute trash when my tires are so deteriorated like this. That's the reason why I feel that doing the pit stop every 10 laps is not gonna work out in the end, but until I get an advantage that is good enough to guarantee a win through that, I should not do anything less. It is gonna take almost 2 hours looking at the amount of laps remaining and the current race time. It's gonna take around 2 hours as expected. That's fine by me. I already was expecting that, so now that I think about it, you know that I was expecting to get another car as a reward, because I expected the reward of this thing will be fixed, but no, it's random because, you know, fuck you, I guess. So that's an issue. Wait, he didn't pit stop? No, he didn't pit stop. Yeah, there he is. No, the other guys are the lap cars that are gonna become a problem soon. Fortunately, he exits the pits ahead of me. Yeah, I think that the whole advantage thing is not happening. Trying to do this with an advantage is 100% not happening, so that means that I somehow have to pit stop every 10 laps. I also hope, since this is gonna be a... Well, that's the thing. Since the oil started deteriorating in the third race, or was it on the second one? Actually, no, it was. I don't remember. No, I think it was on the third one. So that means that it most likely will deteriorate closer to the end of the race, which is very messed up. Because that will suck, but it's like it will be the case. That means that towards the end of the race, my performance is gonna be worse. So that is yet again another argument to pit stop every 10 laps, no matter what. This will certainly be a very close race. So I wonder, does this game even show you the credits at any point? Because if it doesn't show you the credits on the only tournament that is completely locked from you from the beginning, like I'm assuming that it's not gonna show it to you in any of them, right? That's weird considering that pretty sure that every of the previous game had a credit sequence. Well, and 4 also has one. But in fact, 4's credit sequence is very cool. Basically, like I think it's a Porsche in Nürburgring. A very, very cool sequence. I think the one in Gran Turismo 2, I mean, it was a very basic one. I think it was with the song, you know, that one that says, "There goes my hero," the Foo Fighter song. And I don't remember Gran Turismo 1 actually, if it even has a credit sequence. Now that I think about it, maybe it didn't. I feel like it did have it. Hard to tell. Okay. It seems that right now I'm keeping this relatively consistent pace. Oh, and here come the lap cars. Well, I don't know how consistent it's gonna be now with these guys in front of me. Yeah, these guys... Okay, that's fine. To mention that these guys are very heavily slower than apparently everyone else. Kinda throwing me off a little bit. Obviously the ideal thing is that they will do something like go to pits and you should overtake them like that. No, you need to overtake them the hard way. Yes, that overtake was very dirty, but you gotta understand that this is Monaco. Monaco, if you actually wait for a clean overtake, you're gonna be waiting for a while. On the right side, the lap cars are probably gonna serve as a deterrent for the blue car. Oh, that was a PB, and it was a PB because of the slipstream that I had with some of them, most likely. I don't think that... Thinking about Laguna Seca, right? I don't think that track is worth retrying, because I just don't see myself having any chance on beating it. Yesterday it was very convincing that I think the best result I could have gotten is third place. Second was already very hard, but first was so far away, and even if the oil should help, and also the fact that I think I know more or less how to do some of the corners, it will still be a shit show. Without a doubt. Also, Mr. Blue car is actually wasting time with the lap cars. That works for me. Not an insane amount, but... Oh, fuck. This is still... That was bad. That made me lose a lot of time. So, is he the one that is behind the car that is right behind me right now? Or is he another one of those? I have no clue. Okay, no, he's the one behind, yeah. So he got past the other two guys, though he still has to get past the red one, and the red one fights very well. He doesn't do things that slowly. And the only one left to overtake is my teammate. My little teammate. If this was a real race, he will obviously let me pass. But if this was a real race, everyone that is lapped will let you pass, because it's forbidden for them to not let you pass. That's how it works in real life. You get a blue flag if you're a lap car and you have a car that is not lap approaching. That means that you gotta move. You gotta move out. And move your ass out of the way. I'm at least getting closer to my teammate. I mean, I should be able to lap him before going to pits, I think. Should be. It seems that here the advantage that I'm having with the blue car is good enough that I probably could afford doing one more pit stop than him, but it's still a very scary thing to try. Now the weird thing is that I got another Formula car that is the same model as this one, and yet it's not the black one that is there. Like, it was white and blue, so how many different colors do these models even have? It seems to be quite a lot, frankly. Seems to be A very big amount. And it also seems like the opponents are completely fit, so because these are the same opponents that I had on the championship, so I don't think that there is such a thing as getting lucky with the opponents. Like, this will be the opponents you will get. So for example, me wanting to win Laguna Seca will be impossible as long as the blue car is there, but it seems like the blue car will always be there. It's there to remind me that there's always someone faster, you know? He's getting closer, but I need to pit in regardless, so he will overtake. I'm not concerned about that. I mean, right now that 9-second advantage seems like it will make things very nice for me. Oh, it's not very nice if this lap car overtakes me though. But I can overtake him here, no problem. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm trying to think if I actually continue the race in the championship instead of forfeiting, will I have been able to eventually win? I mean, eventually I will reach the pace that I'm having right now, but will I really? Because with the oil in bad condition, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe it just wouldn't be possible to reach that pace. This guy is pitting in now. I got pretty close, all things considered. If I'm overtaking him as he's braking to get to the pit crew, this is probably gonna be more than a 10-second advantage. We will see. Well, it says 9 there, but I think the next one is the one that's gonna count. "11 seconds. Yeah, maybe I would have been able to actually win after, but it really depends on how important the oil impacts in the performance. Maybe it had a huge impact, maybe it didn't. I think right now my only worry is Laguna Seca. I guess this race, at this point, it just seems like there's gonna be no issue in beating it. That was a PB, the previous one. So to say. Yeah, there's also Apricot Hill, because there are 2 races I didn't win in the championship. Well, I mean, there is this one, but we are dealing with that right now. But Apricot Hill is the other one. It's just that Apricot Hill, if anything, I don't understand how I didn't win when I actually played it, because I feel like I should have won it. Yeah, maybe not. At the same time, this difference of pace against the blue guy seems pretty similar to how it was in the first two races of the championship, where I actually was beating him by quite a lot. So I feel that here it's similar to that in some regard. But I know that here putting Monaco with 78 laps is because of the real life duration of the race, but I really wish they didn't. Because it's one of the things that I like about the championship is the fact that all of the races were pretty short, all things considered, but this one, it isn't. Also, I do plan on doing both Apricot Hill and Laguna Seca with the other car, because it's the same model as this one, so it shouldn't really affect anything, and just to add some variety. Seems like it will be nice to do. And that's such a fucked up thing that they will randomize the reward. At least they randomize the reward all between Formula cars. It's not like you can get a Miata from winning this championship. So that's nice, but yeah, I would have preferred it if it was instead like the blue car, you know, even if they actually don't have any performance difference. Like, it would have been nice to just have how is it called? To just have a reward that was like, you know, you beat this guy, now get his car. It doesn't work like that, I guess. And I don't think that at this rate this guy is gonna be able to reach me unless I get an accident. Those 17 seconds seem very convincing to me. Okay, so looking at the current time, it seems like it will be slightly less than 2 hours. It will be 1 hour and 40 something. Well, that's also more or less what it takes in real life, for what I remember, and also what it took in Gran Turismo 4, so it makes sense. I think it does make sense. The real final boss of this championship will be Laguna Seca. And I still don't promise winning it. I don't promise being able to win it. Like maybe I won't, maybe it won't happen. But I'll try. Like that's the one thing I'll guarantee you. I'll try to do it, no matter what. It will be attempted, but yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I also didn't consider, well, I did consider, what I'm trying to say is that I haven't done so yet, disabling the traction control. For Apricot Hill it's not necessary, most likely. But yeah, for Laguna Seca I have to pull out all my tricks. Well, when I say tricks, I mean need to be able to do well enough. I could also change the ER boss, like the shift, like maybe make the shift to come earlier. Though I don't think that it's smart to change that stuff. But it's cool, I don't know. Personally think that the default configuration is probably the best one, but who knows? I don't. Do you know that I can't remember which one of the Gran Turismo original tracks were in Gran Turismo 4? Like, I don't remember if Apricot Hill actually made it there. I mean, it's hard to remember every single track from each of the games, like which one has each one, right? It's not very simple. I really wonder if the numbers on the car model represent the year it is supposed to be from. So mine is like a Formula car from the 90s, and the blue car is a Formula car from 94. Will also explain it being faster, without a doubt. To be precise, it's gonna be 1 hour 45 minutes, around that, more or less, for total race time. So how is it going, Sunshine? I'm doing well. Well, I mean, I already won the championship. Well, my win was guaranteed regardless, but now outside of the championship, I changed the oil and I'm trying to actually beat the final race. The championship attempt, let's say that it didn't go very well. It already started very badly. So yeah, I'm drifting a lot. That's the thing about the red tires, but I mean, with this advantage, I can hold it with no problem. But in fact, here, he's gonna... I don't think he can overtake me. So you say the race was gonna be hard? Well, yeah, it will be hard. No, I mean, the race, right now you can say that it won't be hard because, yeah, I already pretty much practiced enough to, you know, like this is the first place and I'm overtaking him here, even though he still needs to pit stop. So essentially, it probably was gonna be very hard with bad oil, but we will never know because I forfeited it, so... with bad oil, this race probably will be, like, probably not that winnable at all. And now with good oil, I'm doing like this, and it seems to be going well, you know. I mean, unless I have a super messed up accident, I'm essentially guaranteed to win this one. But it also makes more sense considering that it's a longer race, so you have more time to get a better advantage. If you had an oil change in Laguna Seca, do you think I would have done better? Well, we're about to find out. Today I plan on retrying both Apricot Hill and Laguna Seca. Like after I'm done with this race, I'm gonna do Apricot Hill and then I'm gonna leave Laguna Seca for last. Though, if I had to guess, yes, I would have done better. I still wouldn't have won though. I can guarantee you that I wouldn't have won, but I probably could have afforded getting second place. I would have gotten third place without a doubt. Second place though, I'm still doubting it. But now that I already done it and I more or less know what to do in the corners, I think that it's a matter of, well, it's a matter of tryharding. I don't know if I can pull it off. Like, Laguna Seca is such a hard track because here, for example, there are so many corners that there are a lot of times that I try to risk them a lot, but like by doing them faster than safer. But it doesn't matter because you just hit the wall, you don't go off track. But in Laguna Seca, risking it means that you lose a lot of time when it doesn't go well. That's my problem with Laguna Seca. I feel that I will have to do so extremely well to win. There is also the other possibility, assuming the opponents are not fixed, which I'm pretty sure they are fixed, if the opponents will change and the blue car wasn't there and there was no other car that mimic its AI, if that's the case, yes, I can definitely win. The blue car just goes very fast. I mean, even way faster than the other opponents. I mean, yes, it goes faster than me, but even the opponents, he goes extremely fast, you know? It's like something supernatural. But I think that making use of this advantage that I have here, I'm probably gonna start pitting in a lap earlier. Just that if that's something that that goes wrong, it will be very bad. Will be terrible. But I wanna do it because I feel like it shouldn't be a problem. Like, yes, with all this buffer that I have, this is buffer that I could get for a possible accident, sure. It's just that with how I'm driving right now, if an accident happens, it will be because of my tires. So I think that that's an even better idea. A better reason, I mean, to pit stop earlier and do one more pit stop than the blue car. So that will, the problem is I will have to do mathematics here. We'll have to pit stop in 48, 57, 66 and 75 if I were to follow that strategy. I mean, I could, because this time advantage equals a pit stop and a little bit more, so I don't think there's any reason to not make use of this advantage. Not to mention that it will probably make the race a tiny bit more interesting. It will be an extreme problem though if I start losing the advantage and I'm on the final pit stop. Though I do have a lot of margin to maneuver in case things go wrong. Since I could also, like, let's say that I pit stop in 48 now and I start losing advantage, I could also correct by pit stopping in 58 and it wouldn't be a problem, and I could even skip the final pit stop if things went super badly. So I don't think I should worry about that. With that buffer you can do a 360. Didn't I already do a 360 earlier? No, I don't think I did. Though I did do it on the championship at 10, which is pretty much why I forfeited it. Like, no joke, I had an accident on the first corner. On the first corner I had an accident. Can you believe that? So yeah, that was already something that told me, yeah, don't do this. Forfeit and try again from outside the championship. Because I mean, the championship is only something ceremonial at that point. I had points to win by default, so might as well finish the championship and actually try the race itself. Because what I care about is beating the blue guy. That's all I care about. I don't care about the reward. I was gonna say I don't care about the reward, but I kinda do. It's just that the reward is not gonna change for me beating that race or not. Unfortunately, yes, I got unlucky and got a bad reward. Now that I think about it though, if I really wanted to, I could have closed the game and I could have reloaded. I could have forfeited the championship again and got another reward. Like, I could have actually saved scum. Because you know that what I don't like doing is using save states to scam the reward, because that's something that you cannot do in a real console. But here in a real console you could easily save scam the final race. And now I regret not having done it. Because see, I could do it now, but if I do it now I lose all the progress in this race. And that doesn't seem like a good idea. It probably would have been a good idea to save scum until I got another car though. I mean, it took me by surprise in the first place to get the exact same car I have right now. At least it's a different color, so it does have some value from a collection standpoint, I guess. But yeah, it's like, come on dude, wanted another one. Yeah, with the rewards being completely random, you can never guarantee anything. The only one that is guaranteed is if you manage to beat every single endurance race. If you do that, you always get one Formula car that is guaranteed. I don't even know which one, but I do know that it's guaranteed to be a Formula car, and only one. Like, it's not in between 4 of them. So it would be pretty funny if it was guaranteed to be this one, right? So, like, no matter what, you're not escaping the F090. So you're gonna race with this one and you're gonna like it. That's funny. But you know what to do though, right? If you want another Formula car to be guaranteed, just beat the championship again, bro. No problem. Just do all that shit all over again. But I mean, since you're allowed to forfeit a race if you have enough points, it's not like it's gonna take as long as what took me here, but yeah, it's still something I probably wouldn't do again. Or maybe I would, I don't know. Maybe sometime in the very distant future. Because I mean, the thing is that this, well, not this race in particular, but a lot of the other races were some of the best races I ever had in a racing game, without a doubt. So it will be nice to recapture that. It is a shame though that I cannot do it with a different car. I will, well, technically I could farm some, like the remaining endurance events. Well, not to mention, I could do all the remaining endurance events to eventually get the guaranteed Formula car, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like, that's something like, I will have to, like, there will have to be, oh, hold up, I almost forgot, let me pit in, my bad. You see, normally I would pit in on lap 49, but as I say, I want to pit in every 9 laps, which is what should be natural for me to do. Then it's 157, 66, and 75. And my advantage is good enough to stay on the lead, so no problem there. Damn, I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that there will have to be an ultra apocalypse for me to only have the option to play this game. You know? And basically try to farm the remaining Formula cars and then redo the championship. Like, yeah, no thank you. Nice last minute turn, yeah. It wasn't super smooth, but I kinda look at the lap counter at the very last moment and I was like, oh wait, it's this lap. Yeah, it was indeed that lap. Correct. You know, I think the only other thing that I want to do with this game is the arcade mode, and then we can just say goodbye to the game. But as I say, both the rally and the, you know, and the Formula events are super well done. It's just that here's the thing, if you redo the championship, you will have to redo the test course. I mean, obviously you could forfeit it, but the thing about forfeiting the test course is that it implies that you were able to win Well, the previous 5 years I was able to win them with no problem, but you will also need to like win the other ones, like Laguna Seca and Apricot Hill. Well, realistically, so here's the thing. Assuming that you win 7 races, so you get 70 points on the championship, your opponent will get 6 times 7, which is 42. Okay, so that's the thing. If you win 7 races, you cannot forfeit the other 3, because your opponent at that point will get 72 points total and you will lose. So the only way you could, well, first of all, no, yeah, I was about to say, the only way to forfeit a total of 3 races will be if the second place doesn't get second in one of the races, like it already happened in the oval. So assuming that's the case, you will have, well, 5 times 6 times 6 is 36. Then if he gets third, let's say, he gets 4 points, so he goes to 40. Then he will have 70 points if he wins the other 3. Yeah, that will, assuming the game favors you and not the CPU, you will win, but I don't know if that happens. The other thing will be if he gets 4th place like it already happened in the oval. If that's the case, then you can very easily forfeit 3 races and he's gonna have 69 points instead of 70. So you will win, but you will need to win 7 races, and the ones that you want to forfeit are most likely gonna be like, you know, the test course, this one, and Laguna Seca. And if that's the case, I don't know. Here you're actually on desktop, nice. Well, you know that, by the way, with the fan game that I'm making, I actually managed to finish 2 of the gimmicks. I'm actually surprised. They didn't take as long as I was expecting them, programmatically, I mean. Obviously, level design-wise, I still need to make the levels and place them in a way that makes sense, but I'm surprised by how easily I was able to program them. And are you not using Engine MX this time? No. Well, except for obviously the default champ refresh, which is not really an engine gimmick. I mean, it's just something that comes with the engine, but it's that one goes to Soul Green. But yeah, every other gimmick will be made by me. It's maybe some of them are already in another fan games in some other way. It's possible, I don't know, because it's not like they are extremely original. Well, some of them I do admit they are original, but some other ones could be something that already exists in a different fan game. Maybe not as a champ refresher though, maybe as a switch, right? Or like a power up. But yeah, essentially every other gimmick will be coded by me exclusively. And 2 of them are already done. And the next one that I'll do I don't think that one should take me that long to do. The one that I plan doing after that one will probably take me a little bit longer, but I don't think that much. We will see though. Anything is possible. I think that at least I want, like, my objective for the fun game is to be a smooth experience. I just want someone that is relatively used to fun games, that they can just sit and play the game from beginning to end, like, without struggling too much. Like, I want it to be a smooth experience, right? Not something that's gonna make you all bald, but something that actually, I wouldn't say relaxing, because most of the times fun games are not relaxing, but what I mean is at least some pleasant time. So the only thing that I could probably say that might be something that you will get stuck in is the boss. But the stages, I want them to be smooth. Yeah, I will call it I wanna quench the castle blaze too, yeah. Yeah, because it's the exact same formula. Like, everything that is in the first game, like, the whole structure of the game will be exactly the same. What will happen is that it will take place in a different place and with different music and, well, different gimmicks, yeah, but, like, different level design, sure. Like, obviously, okay, let me give you an example. It's like Mega Man 4 and 5. I say Mega Man 4 and 5 because with 1, 2, and 3 there were quite some difference in between them. But Mega Man 4 and 5 are extremely similar games. Like, it's the exact same formula, just with different level and bosses. And everything art-wise, of course, different backgrounds and music. But the formula is the exact same. So that's what I'm going for with this fun game. Like, I want it to be the exact same formula. And I mean, if this one ends up being something that a lot of people enjoy, maybe I will just keep going with that formula. And, like, I will make my own sort of Mega Man games, right? Hey, I don't know. I mean, hard to tell. I understand that a lot of people that might have tried the first game simply got turned off by the difficulty. So I don't think it's an issue with the formula. I think the formula is good. But yeah, the point is that hopefully with an easier game, the formula is something that that makes some people want more. So pretty nice that I'm talking about formulas driving a formula. Very cool. But yeah, the point is that, well, even if people don't like it, I feel like I will still keep doing that. Because I don't think I'm capable of much more as a solo developer, you know? I mean, that's precisely the main reason why I'm doing this fun game. It's because I know that if I want to work on a game, that's the only thing I can do on my own. And I do want to work on a game, that's the thing. It's not like I'm forcing myself is a way of saying, because here's the thing, to complete games like this you need discipline, and discipline kinda involves forcing yourself on doing stuff that you probably don't really want to do at the moment. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not forcing myself for any other reason than I want to work on a game. And since working on an indie game that doesn't involve stolen assets pretty much, it's not a possibility, I think I will have to do it like this, you know. Maybe, I don't know, you never know, there could be 10 Castle Blaze games. Like as I say, making it my own Mega Man's, right? Mega Man has 11 games in the OG series, most of them following the same formula. Well, most of them. I mean, all of them follow the same basic formula, it's just that they add things to the formula. Like, you know, Mega Man 2 has 8 bosses instead of 6. 3 adds the slide, 4 adds the charge shot. Well, 3 adds the slide and the throwback bosses. 4 has the charge shot. 5, I don't remember what 5 introduces though. I do know that 6 has that weird flying jetpack thingy. And then you have 7 that the only thing that changes are the graphics. Well, and 8 is basically like 7, but kinda like more of the same. Well, 9 takes directly after Mega Man 2, I guess, so... Yeah, maybe it will be, because, you know, maybe in some other one of my fan games, maybe I will add more bosses, or maybe I will make it so you do more screens, or maybe the gimmicks are not champ refreshers, so there is potential to also switch things up a little bit, you know. Can't wait for... I wanna quench the Castle Blaze and base. Challenger from the future. I don't know about that, but yeah. You know, I don't know, I want to see how far the formula is capable of going. Maybe it can go quite far, maybe not. But the only way to know that is by making sure that I make a game playable by anyone. Or well, by anyone in the community at least. Because yeah, I'm assuming people that play and I wanna be the guy from the first time are gonna struggle. Yes, but I want people that play fun games casually, if you want to call it like that, to be able to beat the game without complications. So I kinda want to put on my code, but it's kind of impossible right now. But I mean, I could pause, I'm just not a fan of pausing. No, let's do it like this. On the next pit stop, I'm gonna put it on. The next pit stop is on 60, well, there is quite some time actually. It will be on lap 66. Well, I could do it earlier as well, I mean. Because the thing is that if I'm gonna do 2 more pit stops, it doesn't matter. Like, I could do it in lap 65, and I will still only need to do 1 more pit stop after that. So yeah, I could do that, I wouldn't mind. I also gotta be careful because I don't think my advantage with the blue car is that extremely significant right now. I mean, yeah, he has to pit stop here, but what I'm trying to say is that keep in mind that I need to pit stop 1 more time. Well, okay, he's 16 seconds now. I think he lost time with the lap car, actually. I could pit stop at 65 if I feel like it. I really want to put on my coat. Why are you like this? I mean, you'll have put it on the previous pit stop. Just I didn't want to put it back then, you know. Want to put it now. Damn it. 65. Promise that if I try to do this while driving, it's gonna be catastrophic. You know, like not even the main straight on the track is really that straight. Interesting thing is that PV that I got there. 118. I have no clue when I did that, but holy shit, that's a very good time. And I mean, I did it without even realizing, like I wasn't really paying attention or trying to do a good lap, but it just happened. Yeah, pretty nice when that happens. Seeing your first game, it doesn't look bad. No, it doesn't look bad, that's for sure. The problem is when you start playing it. The look part, I don't think is the issue. Well, some people also do have issues with the look. And I understand where the criticism comes from, because yeah, the visibility in some screens can be a problem. But yeah, looks like Super Meat Boy. Well, it's an I Wanna Be The Guy fan game, so the closest game you can compare it to is, of course, I Wanna Be The Guy. But it's very hard. And I didn't realize it was that hard until people started struggling a lot to beat it. And then it dawned on me that it was pretty hard, yeah. But that's fine. At least I learned from the experience. Like I'm trying to say, so here's the thing, because maybe you are not familiar with I Wanna Be The Guy and the community, but basically, well, I Wanna Be The Guy is like a very classic race game that for some reason had a whole community behind it making fun games. Fun games that are in like the tens of thousands, you know? Like a lot of fun games out there. And they are all some of them are around the same difficulty, but a lot of others are way harder than the original. And some of the most popular ones are extremely hard, like to the point that very few people can beat them, right? Very few people in the world, I'm saying. That's how hard some of them are. And the thing is that my fun game wasn't aiming to be like that. Was aiming to be, yes, challenging, but not that much. And the thing is that I never intended for someone that never played a fun game to be, and I wanna be the guy fun game I'm talking. I never intended for one of them to be able to beat the game like without issues, or to even be able to beat the game. But my idea is that at least the people that were, you know, relatively well versed in fun games, that they will be able to beat it. Well, the point is that only 3 people were able to beat it. Only 3. I mean, it's not just because it's that hard, but because of the people that were interested, only 3 managed to beat it. So essentially, yeah, it ended up being way harder than it was intended to be. And that's what I'm trying to correct with the next one. Like, it will still be it's fine. It will still be hard for people like you, Sunshine, if it's your first fun game. Like, the second one will still be hard for you, but the idea is that it wouldn't be that hard for people that are already used to fun games. So you can still try it. It's just not gonna come out until at least half a year. Well, more than half a year, I guess. Basically, the estimate date that I have for the game to be done is in June of next year. That's at the earliest. At the latest, it will be like December of next year. Because it will happen next year. It has to happen next year. Like, I guess, unless I get run over by a truck, I will finish it next year. I'll try things. I don't recommend you to try the first one, though. Though, if you're interested in those type of games, try playing I Wanna Find My Destiny. Well, you can play the original I Wanna Be the Guy, I guess. It's just that that one is mostly made to make you rage. Well, I Wanna Find My Destiny is simply like a very straightforward game, you know? Like, you have gimmicks and all sorts of stuff, but it's supposed to be more close to what a commercial game is. So you could try that. Like, if you're interested in I Wanna Be the Guy fun games, try that one. Like, I Wanna Find My Destiny. I mean, if you don't like that one, well, I mean, you could not like that and like other ones, but usually one of the games that is very standard and non-offensive, right? So you could try it. It's not a bad introduction to fun games. I don't know what other introduction to fun games there is. I feel like there was some time ago where I did recommend people fun games, but I can't remember which one I recommended for first-time players. Hey, do you remember Wasabi what I recommended to first-time I Wanna Be the Guy players? Or maybe I recommended Domu. I don't think I recommended Domu. It's a good game though. I think that I wanna find my destiny is probably a better starting point. That's, by the way, how the game is called. Maybe here you're thinking that I'm saying that I want to find my own destiny. No, that's the name of the game. It's literally called I Wanna Find My Destiny. So yeah, that's a good starting point. Because, I mean, another recommendation would be Boshi, but I don't think that Boshi is a good first fun game. But it was good for me, but that's because I already knew what I was getting into. For people that never played a fun game and don't really know what to expect, I guess Boshi is not a good idea. But yeah, Find My Destiny. Well, Find My Destiny and also the marathon fun games. But in fact, the first marathon fun game was I Wanna Run the Marathon, right? Yeah, like you can play fun games like I Wanna Find a Cure. That's also a very good one. And those are games that are made by multiple people, so they have higher than usual quality. Essentially what I'm trying to say is that if you want to get into fun games, you should play those first. You should definitely not play my first fun game though. Because the problem is, I mean, you can play it and you're probably gonna, you know, just say fuck this shit on like the second stage. But the thing is that it might give you the wrong impression of fun games. Like you might think that every other fun game is gonna be as fucked up as that one, but no, that one is just fucked up. Oh, replay save complete. I think that's the first time that it says that in this game. It said a lot in Gran Turismo 4, but wait, do I have? I thought I had something on my hair. I mean, it would have been the fly from earlier. The good thing is that I haven't seen that fly ever since that moment. So for all I know, the fly is just chilling in a place that is not gonna bother me, which is great. Hopefully it stays there forever. And also lies there too. That way I don't even need to waste effort. Yeah, I don't know. Anything is possible. It's crazy how much faster I can do these laps, even without paying that much attention after doing them for so long, right? It obviously makes sense, but it really makes me wonder if I would have managed to do this in the championship attempt or not. Not like it matters now, but the controls for Castle Blaze? What controls? You mean what are the controls? Oh, you mean that they are not bad? Well, they are not bad because they are the standard I wanna be the guy controls. Like, the basics of the controls come straight from the community. Like, essentially the community makes engines where you can develop the games on. So I basically just used an engine that already has the movement program, and I simply designed the levels. So I'm glad you like the controls, but that is not something that you should credit me. You should credit a couple of guys called Red Vatnik and King Slendy. Those are the guys responsible for the controls. So yeah, props to them for that. Well, they also base the controls in some other engines that other people already did. It's not like they invented them, but they are directly the ones that coded the engine that I use. So all the props for the controls being smooth goes to them. All of them. They deserve the praise. The difficulty gets very high. I was gonna say later on, but not really. It gets high very early on, you know. I think KS engine was the first engine to feature control changes. But that engine isn't very good, just use other ones instead. What's the KS? Wait, does KS stand for King Slendy, or is it a completely unrelated one? No? Oh, okay. It will be pretty funny if King Slendy is actually the god of fan games. He's the one responsible for thousands of fan games. Well, I don't know how many fan games he's indirectly responsible of, but I do know that he's responsible for my fan game. But responsible for allowing me to make it happen. All the responsibility of the fan game being fucked up relies on me, not on them, of course. Also, yeah, I guess the real credit goes to King Slendy, because for what I understand, Red Batnik is simply, well, it's important, but it's the one that made the gimmicks. Like, I think King Slendy is the one that did the whole engine. Okay, I'm gonna pit stop here, since it doesn't make any difference for me to pit stop in this lap or the next one. I'm just gonna pit here since my tires are already orange. It's I Wanna Be the Engine KS edition made by Cute Mia, formerly Cephalos, and Clayson 108. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. In my case, my only experience comes from King Slendy. The music system wasn't very good. Well, the music system does seem to be pretty rigid. Wait, but that's another one, oh no, never mind, it is. Okay. I was gonna say, it is a little bit rigid, because if you want to make more than just loops, you need to think a little bit harder. And you know, that's actually a dilemma I have if I want to like implement an intro for the songs and then play the loop, because that will need a little bit of effort from me. Or if I'm just gonna make all the songs loop, because some of the songs I had to remove the intro to make the loop possible. But I could think of maybe implementing the intro aside from the main loop and then making the loop kick in once the intro is done, because theoretically that shouldn't be that hard to do. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. Yeah, theoretically it shouldn't be hard to do that. Well, you still kinda need to, that's, wow. Why did I oversteer there? Though the blue car is so far away that it's not a problem. In fact, I'm surprised the blue car is that far away. Like 30 something seconds, really? Because I already pit stopped the last time, so it's not like that's a fake difference. That's the real difference. But now that it went down to 31 because of that accident, but couldn't get that to work. Apparently you have to play the music differently for that to work. See, the thing is that you gotta get creative. Something that will work is like, I know that it's a pain in the ass, but you will have to essentially disable the music programmatically, play a sound that is actually the intro to the song, and then once the intro is done, which is something that you can corroborate in real time, you then start the loop. Like, and by start the loop I mean enabling the music again. Like, you can do that. Yeah, it's not ideal, and I still haven't seen if it works. Like, maybe I'm just saying an idea that it's not gonna work whatsoever, but the thing is that that's what I thought of doing. But yeah, in order to do that, you need to have the intro of the song as a separate file, and the loop of the song being basically the music file, like from the part that does not include the intro. So that can be annoying, but it should work. And I kinda wanna try it, as I said, because thankfully there's only 3 songs in my fan game that do require removing the intro for it to look perfectly. So it's only 3, so worst case scenario is not that big of a deal, but then the intro of those songs make the song sound very good. Well, at least for 2 of them. For the third one, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but for 2 of them, having the intro will be ideal. But especially one of them because it's very iconic. And one of the songs that I use is very iconic, so not having the intro, it will still make it iconic because you will recognize it immediately. Without the intro, it's like, you know that there's something missing. You cannot just ignore it. Or you can ignore it, but it just sounds wrong, you know? What I'm trying to say. Well, intro or no intro, loop or no loop, I'll tell you something that's the case no matter what, which is that this is the final lap, and this actually took less than an hour and 50 minutes, well, an hour and 47. Yeah, it was more or less what I expected to take. I mean, I was mostly aiming at an hour 45, but yeah. Okay, well, at the beginning I was saying 2 hours, and not quite 2 hours. Okay. It would have been nice to PB on the final lap, but no, that PB is very good. In fact, I don't know if that's the only lap that I did 118, because I don't remember seeing 118 ever again. And maybe it was a lap where I was able to use someone's slipstream, so yeah. Well, I got it. Nice. But yeah, I guess this race, I would have liked to see how it will be in the championship with bad oil, but that's only something that traveling to the past will allow it, and I'm not traveling to the past, especially not after finishing this attempt. It's something that I should do though is saving, you know? That's the one little thing I probably should do, so give me a second. Save here. Well, actually, before saving, let me... simply because this car deserves it. Let me change the oil, clean it, and then store it in the garage, because I don't plan on using this car for the next race. Like, I plan on using the one I unlock. Again, just for variety, not like it's gonna make a difference considering that they both are the exact same model, you know? So there won't be any difference whatsoever. It's whatever. And then garage, this one. Wait, what does this show up as blue? Like, this one is blue, but this one is red. Also, I want to see if the value is different. No, the value is the same, the fact the mileage being higher. So as you can see, the only difference with this car is the color and the number. This one says 14 instead of, I think, 25. Also, very fucked up, you know, at the days, it says days 225. So basically it's like the whole championship happened on a single day. That doesn't make any fucking sense. At least in Gran Turismo 4, championships happen in a span of multiple days. Also, I wanted to check here. Did I do the Gran Turismo championship in this game? I didn't do the Gran Turismo All Stars, but wasn't there... Yeah, the Gran Turismo World Championship I did do it, which is supposed to be the final one, unless this one is considered the actual final one. Well, I don't care about that. Let's do the things that we need to do. So I'm gonna leave Laguna Seca for last, but I will try Apricot Hill right now. I don't think Apricot Hill should be a problem. All this talk of fan game engine made me remember there are also non-game maker engines too, stuff like Godot or Unity, yeah. Because I think most people are not really interested in playing games like that for the most part. Right. The opponents are the exact same, by the way, here. We still have Mr. Blue Car. Oh, but the colors are different, actually. So for some of them, we have different colors. But, well, in fact, Blue Guy is no longer Blue Guy. It is the same model, though. Wait, is it the black car now? I think it is. It's basically the F094, I think that's the model. But yeah, that's definitely the one. You can already see that he's taking some distance off me. Now keep in mind that in my previous attempt on this track, I was not able to win whatsoever. And I know that I had bad oil, but I don't know if that's enough of an excuse for this. It might just be that I'm very slow and that's the end of that. And it seems a little bit weird to not call this the blue guy. I mean, I don't know if calling him the black guy is gonna sound as nice, you know? I could just call him the 94. I mean, that's the name of the model. Okay. If I'm able to keep up this pace, I should be able to at least reach him. Not to mention that I haven't really tried skipping the chicane. Oh, he's already more or less skipping the chicane the way he's doing it. So, I don't know, I feel like skipping the chicane wouldn't really be any more incorrect than what he's doing right now, you know? Gotta be careful there, because if I enter this corner at full speed, I'm completely sacrificing the tires. I've been able to overtake at least. That's a step forward compared to the previous attempt. I mean, the previous attempt I couldn't overtake him even once. Well, in fact, I wasn't even close to overtaking him, so makes sense. Like, that's more or less what he does. You cannot accuse me of skipping the chicane there when it's pretty much what he also does. You know, something that I wish I remember is what my lap time on the championship was, to see if I'm really going, well, I mean, I'm certainly going faster, but I'm just curious to see what the difference is, like if it's too high or not. I also wish I remember when did I pit stop. But no, it has to be lap 9. I mean, it has to be lap 9 because what I remember is that there were essentially only 2 pit stops. Or maybe not. Actually, I say I remember, but I don't really remember. No, there were 3 pit stops. The most likely was in lap 8. Well, 8 or 7, it doesn't make a difference. Whether it's 8 or 7, you pit stop at the exact same time, so... Well, at the exact same time, no, I mean that you pit stop the same amount of times. It's 3 stops for both 7 and 8. This one seems like it's gonna go to a victory if I can keep up this pace. Keep in mind that he has a very similar pace than I do. Also, one of my tires is already not looking very hot. I think that no matter what, I'm probably gonna pit stop on lap 7. I guess, yeah, there is no reason to wait until lap 8 if it's the exact same number of pit stops. Might as well do it earlier and have better tires for longer. Yeah, I don't remember if this guy pits in at 7 or at 8. I don't remember that. Also, skipping the chicane, as you can see, pretty much has no effect on doing the chicane normally, because the sand stops you enough already, so it's kind of like the same shit. Now the problem is that the last lap of the stint here will be a little bit of a torture, because I can already see that I'm losing a lot of grip. Yeah, in fact, the 7th lap will be a little bit messed up. I mean, you can see that my front right tire is already in a very sorry condition, you know? So I think that I will lose a little bit of pace here. At least it will only happen twice, because on the final stint, essentially lap 27 is not the actual, like, it wouldn't be the final one if the race was longer, so that means that at that point the tire health will still be okay. At least it will be better than right now, I can guarantee you that. I even struggle in that corner. And even if it might be possible for this guy to struggle too, I don't think he struggles to the level that I'm struggling. Yeah, I can barely do this corner. Right, pitching in. He's also pitching in as a Spectre. And even if he wasn't, as I say, lap 7 or 8 makes no difference. Now, is the glitch gonna happen here? I wonder. Didn't have enough time to... No, the glitch didn't happen because I think there was enough of a difference between us to not make it happen. No, not like that, dang it. Well, they certainly don't have any problems on slightly going to the sand, but I do. I mean, I think that's the main reason why they do Laguna Seca so fast and I don't, because Laguna Seca is a track that has so much sand, but they don't really care about the sand, you know? It's kinda non-existent for them. So if only I could... I will have to wait until the next pit stop to put that thing all the way up. God damn it. Yes, I know that I can pause the game at any time, but I don't want to. I want to make this as real of a race as possible. You don't have a pause in a real race, you know? It is keeping way too close to me. Not a big fan of that. I mean, I don't think I can make my pace much higher than this one. But he's certainly gaining some time on the straight. I think that's because of the slipstream. Try to... I mean, essentially this corner sequence here, I think it's the one that can make me gain the most amount of time. But then you have this corner here. That's a hard corner to do without stepping on the sand. It really is hard. I'll tell you that this will be a very exciting race no matter what, because it will go down to the wire no matter what. Yeah, on the straight is kind of scary how much faster he approaches. Definitely does. You cannot let that distract me. Also, pit stop here is on lap 14. Gotta remember that. I don't think I will have many problems remembering it. I kinda fucked up that corner. Hey, that's a corner that you can do at full speed, but I kind of had to leave the accelerator because I was going off track. Also, in that corner there, it's kind of like you can jump over the sand. If you go on the piano, really feels like you're doing a little bit of rallying there. Pretty funny. I feel like already my tire is looking not very good, you know? Like, that is a problem. Because it's not just this lap that I have to hold, it's the next one as well, and I don't think that my tire is gonna hold on this time. Also, I was wrong that this only had to happen twice. It has to happen here and in lap 21 as well. It's not 2 times, it's 3 times that I have to hold on with this tire essentially crying for help. That's a problem. I could also pit stop earlier, but no, that's not a good idea because... No, it's not a good idea. Like, technically in one of the pit stops I could pit stop earlier, but doing that will essentially mean that the final lap of the race I will do it with bad tires, and if there's any lap that I don't want to do with bad tires, it's the final one. It's kind of like the most important one, you know? At least the gap between us is decent. Will be better though. But as long as I don't get into any accident, this should be more than enough to win. Also, like here, doing this without skipping the chicane with how bad the tires are at this point is almost impossible. At least I made it to the pits again. Okay, hold up, let me race this thing. I'm allowed to. There you go. It took a little bit, but yeah, now we're on. It only took 2 pit stops. It's fine, don't worry about it. Everything is fine now. Oh yeah, and I also remember that in this track, everyone pits in on the exact same lap. Like, without exception. It was the only race in the whole championship where every opponent pits in on the same lap. I think that every other one has them being very dispersed, but in this one, everyone does the 7th lap strategy. Pretty satisfying though to do the chicane properly when you have the tires to do so. And thankfully I do now. Yeah, I guess one way to try to not deteriorate that right tire so much is by taking it easier on the first corner. by trying to brake more softly instead of like going all in like it's nothing. And that technically is not illegal as long as 2 tires are in the piano. Like theoretically, it only counts as cutting the corner by having all 4 tires off track. But I guess that didn't happen there. Also, that previous lap was a PB. I guess I am doing quite well. Yeah, I feel like this, if anything, just confirms more that there is no way that Laguna Seca is gonna happen. Like, for Laguna Seca to happen, I will have to like do a revolution pretty much on my driving, because right now this track that is infinitely easier, even though I am winning, not like I'm winning by an insane amount. I am winning okay, but it will be a lot better. And in Laguna Seca, the difference, because here's the thing, this race on the championship, I lost it by 10 seconds, I think. Well, I don't remember actually. But the point is that Laguna Seca, I lost it by like 40 seconds. It is true though that I can completely change my strategy now with Laguna Seca and not do what I did last time, which is essentially trying to make the least amount of pit stops possible when that didn't give me any benefit. So if I'm not mistaken, Laguna Seca had 33 laps, right? So what I went for is doing a pit stop every... that sucks. It's okay, I have enough of an advantage to tank that. That didn't go very nicely. Damn it. And not just that, but the fact that it costed a little bit on the tires too. It's fine. I was about to say that with Laguna Seca, instead of doing every 11th lap, I think I should probably do something like... Well, the other strategy will be, like the minimum will be every 9. Because if you do it every 8, you will have to pit stop one more time, because the last pit stop will be on 32. If you do it in every 9, you will make it, will do 3 pit stops. So yeah, I probably should do that pit stop every 9 instead of every 11. But even with that, it's like I still need to put a lot from me to be able to pull off a win at Laguna Seca. It should be doable though, but I don't know. It's not like I also have... Well, I could do multiple attempts, I guess, after all. Today is Friday. If it was any other day, I could only pull off one attempt, but I guess today I can make a little more. Though keep in mind that Laguna Seca, I think it's around 40 minutes, right? Not half an hour like this one, so... The attempts, I guess I could do 2 attempts at most, and that's assuming they are full-length attempts, of course. But I would assume that I wouldn't do full-length attempt if I already know I'm not winning, you know? I don't think I will be that dumb. also then my tire is already crying right now. It's already very red. Come on, why do you have to hold on for so long, Mr. 94? Why are you like this? At least you can rest assured that in case you were doubtful if the opponent will be the same or not. Yes, the opponent, it is the same one. Is indeed the same one. It could have a different color, but it's still the 94. It's still way faster than you under normal circumstances. You just gotta outpace him, but that's something very hard to do. And we just went straight in that chicane. And that stint was suffering. Was a lot of suffering. Well, it's fine. And now he's gonna get out of pits very close to me. Like, for the time being, I obviously cannot make any mistake, because he's gonna be right on my ass to take advantage of it. So that cannot happen. Well, see, like a mistake precisely like that one is something that cannot happen, but it did happen. That's a problem. Yeah, he's very close right now. Like, extremely close. Ouch. Yeah, you can tell he's right there. Oh, and we have Turbo Lover in the background. And I'll be overtaken during that. But that was a very bad chicane. Notice that this guy's 100% overtaking on the straight. But not if I block him like that. If I don't block, he will overtake. Technically he overtook, but only for half a second, so I don't think it counts. Mister, I'm going... Ah, you're a fucking asshole. I'm going too inside of these corners, yeah, like that. And the problem is that stepping on the sand makes it a problem. Don't tell me that I'm gonna lose it on the final stint. That's what's looking like right now. I can still skip the chicane, but as I say, I don't think that skipping the chicane makes an insane difference. I don't think it does. Not to mention that there I did that very badly too. Yeah, I might be done. I might not be able to recover from this one, which is bad. It's already quite far away, god damn. Well, not extremely far, but far enough to be a problem. As long as I could reach the slipstream even for a little bit, it should be fine, but I don't know. This is really gonna go down to the wire. That's insane, dude. Well, that it wouldn't be possible at this rate, but it will. This makes me doubt even more if I can pull off Laguna Seca. At this rate, most likely not. But skipping the chicane there definitely made me get closer. And I'm at his slipstream right now. So I should be able to reach him, but the problem is that I have to maintain the lead even after overtaking. That's the issue, and I wasn't able to maintain the lead earlier. This corner right there, that's the corner that's been fucking me up the most. Well, it's true that I failed the chicane once and... Well, actually, I failed it twice. That's what happens when you don't skip the chicane. So I think that this is the only track that you can take advantage of something like that. Most of the other tracks you cannot really skip anything. And even this skip is mostly to make sure that you don't have a slow exit, but it doesn't make it that much faster. No, it is true that the previous one was a PB. Oh, the previous one was a PB because of the slipstream at the end. It wasn't because of, you know, the chicane particularly, though I'm assuming the chicane was part of it. The main reason was the slipstream on the straight. Oof. Are my tires already giving up? Oh, and we have lap cars, really? Are we going this fast? Holy shit. Guess we're going at a spectacular pace here. Well, I cannot afford to risk it, so I will skip the chicanes on the next 2 laps. Well, by next 2 laps I mean this lap and the next one, which, by the way, is the final one. This is the final lap and I have the second place at less than 1 second. Yeah, sits, exactly. It's a very devilish distance. Oof, I'm very nervous right now. It's fine. Should be able to pull it off. Oh, I did that corner so well. You know, that should be enough to win. That corner, I think I did it better than ever. That was a fantastic corner. And the lap cars are not really gonna get lapped, so they are not really getting in the way, so you can kind of forget about it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm doing the chicane the legal way, just to assert dominance. Got it. Nice. And this was half an hour, not much more than half an hour. Well, Apricot Hill is done, so at least the only worry right now is none other than Laguna Seca. Though I probably shouldn't say the only worry, like it's a very big worry, indeed. So be it. Also, that's a pretty cool color. A lot of these guys have pretty cool colors. That was Ace. Thanks. It was a cool race, I gotta admit. But yeah, Laguna Seca, well, I will first need to change the oil. Well, and I also want to clean it. You know, every time that I change oil, it's like I do both things. Because the cars deserve it, you know. Yeah. Also, I didn't realize what it says up there. Feel the excitement that you first felt with the original Gran Turismo. With 2 years of rigorously experimenting and working with the technologically advanced PlayStation 2 polyphonic digital ink. Yeah, that's a lot of self dick sucking, I gotta say. Yeah, that's fine. They maybe not for this game in particular, but for Gran Turismo as a whole, they definitely deserve some dick sucking. Anyways, on to Laguna Seca. There's nothing else to do. I mean, you can already see it here. It's the only one remaining. But in that 4th place, so there are a couple of things to try. First of all, I mean, I'm gonna try it just like that, but I feel like I should first try without traction control. Like, I should disable traction control and see how it feels. Wait, that's another opponent. Okay, hold up, no, let me test it like this. Like, you have a F094H. So that's the sixth car that I was mentioning. It's another 94. Does that mean that there are gonna be 2 fast cars instead of 1? That's how it's gonna be? Or is he just gonna be a shower? Maybe he's just gonna be a shower. Probably don't expect anything else, but... Right, so the most important thing about Laguna Seca is the corner that comes after this one. You have to do it very fast, because the opponents will do it very fast, and if you don't, that's where you lose time, essentially. Well, and then also this corner, you need to do that one fast. About the corkscrew though, I have no clue how to do this one fast. Yeah, they do it very smoothly, but doing as smoothly as they do it, like, come on, dude. I don't think I can pull that off. Ah, that was very bad. I kinda tried too hard to get in front of him, but see, it's what I mean. These assholes, and it's the reason in the first place why this race is so hard. These assholes go full into the sand and not lose any speed. I would already have lost an insane amount of speed by doing what these dipshits are doing. But they just casually get into the sand. No speed loss. Fucking shitheads. I mean, at least I'm able to keep up with the 94, but oh, whew. Well, that was a very interesting... Wasn't expecting the piano to fuck me up like that. Was pretty funny, I gotta admit. But the thing is that if I'm able to keep up this pace, I should be able to eventually reach him. Yeah, that driver is the devil. The devil from Ridge Racer. Oh, and also here, by the way, he has his classic skin back. Like, that's the blue skin that he was using in the championship instead of the black one that he used for Apricot Hill. I did that. See, he even crashes against the wall. Bro, if I did that same thing, I will already be so far behind. Like, that's incredible now that I'm seeing what he's doing. Like, he not only goes straight to the sand, all 4 wheels into the sand. No, that's not enough. He also crashes the wall left to the sand. Damn. And then he keeps going like it's nothing. What an absolute dipshit. I overtook him, by the way, so hopefully I can keep the lead. So as I say, the strategy here has to be pit stopping on lap 9. More is not better. It's the only reason where more will be better is lap 11, and we already saw that that's a disaster. So lap 9 will be the pit stop strategy. Essentially lap 9, 18, and... Oh, I did the same mistake as before. See, that's a mistake that I did a lot on the championship attempt, that corner I take it super slowly, but the CPU doesn't take it slowly. So that's where I lost most of the time. Ah, the fucking corkscrew. I hate that corner too. Well, the corkscrew is a universally hated corner, I guess. It's a corner that even in real life is like asking for accidents, you know? What? What is this guy doing? This guy is playing rally, damn, I didn't realize we were playing rally all of a sudden. Sack of shit. Just jumping like that. He's playing Crash Team Racing. You know, in Crash Team Racing you can jump. with a button. He's probably playing that. Damn, why didn't you tell me? Here I'm playing Gran Turismo and you're playing Crash Team Racing. You have told me about it. Yeah, that one I will take it at full speed even if it involves going off track. I think it's faster rather than doing that to not do that. I also feel like by going faster like I'm going here, I'm also wasting the tires faster, which makes sense. And if anything, in the championship attempt, since I was going so slow, it explains why at the beginning I was able to withstand until lap 11, because I was going so slow that I wasn't even wasting the tires. But here, needing to keep up the speed, my tires are already crying for help, which is kind of a problem. I keep doing that corner slow though. It's like I'm not learning my lesson. I'm mostly talking about the front right tire. That one is suffering quite a lot. I can also take the corkscrew a little bit. It's hard though to take the corkscrew easy because you know that the AI will try to do it as fast as possible. If I take it easy, they won't. And especially if they are behind me, that's very dangerous because they could push me at any moment. When we have turbo lower again. Yeah, he died right in front of me indeed. Also, I'm surprised by how fast everyone else is doing as well. Like in the championship attempt, I feel like there was a bigger distance. Well, there certainly was a bigger distance towards the end, but pretty sure that there was already a big distance around here, but doesn't seem to be. Fuck me. Well, I did the same thing that the blue guy does, you know. That Mr. 94 does. But the problem is that now, since I already know there is another 94, it's not exclusive to him. Just like Mr. 90 is not exclusive to me either. Hey man, I'm still supposed to survive 2 laps of this? Damn, it's insane how the tire consumption changes when you're going faster, which makes sense, but then because I cannot pit stop here. If I pit stop here, it will be 4 pit stops in total, and I don't think he pit stops here. I mean, if he does pit stop here, then yeah, it's clearly the right idea. I don't think that's the case. I did that corner slow again. I mean, I just cannot naturally do that corner fast because I know that it's not what you usually do. But these guys don't mind doing it. Ooh, that was very close. I try going so slow there. I mean, as long as I am the leader, that's not a problem because he will have to go as slow as I go. Problem is if he overtakes. But he doesn't go to pits on lap 8, but man, my tires are already crying for help, you know? I don't like the way that you're intimidating me, mister. Well, some of them are already entering pits, but yeah. If it's not on lap 9, it's unwinnable, basically. Like, I cannot afford to do one more pit stop than this guy. Yeah, like these corners, I cannot take them pretty much. Like, I have to go so slow because my tires are so bone right now. But at least he still couldn't overtake, you know? And here we're going straight to pits, so he might even be able to waste time on pits, which is honestly what I'm hoping for. I almost went to... No, dude, you are such a sack of shit. This is auto drive. Oh, you can actually... No, never mind, you cannot do reverse. This is auto drive, there's nothing I can do right now. I can't believe you will do that. There's nothing I could have done about that. Well, I could have entered the pits with less speed, I guess, but... Team, that's such a... I kind of have to retry right now, because taking back that time, I don't think it's possible. Like, that's way too much. Man, what a piece of fucking shit, dude. I can't believe that even happened. Yeah, the AI will take the corkscrew like a stray, you can say that. That was terrible. And there's nothing I could have done preemptively, I guess. But I'm changing the oils just in case. It's probably not necessary, but... Yeah, I guess I have to brake more. Can you believe that, dude? If you're gonna auto drive, at least make sure you auto drive properly, you sack of shit. I cannot believe that's the reason why I had to restart the race. Like, it wasn't an error on my own. Oh, wait, the blue car is not here. There's something I wanna try. I don't think I'm interested in winning if that guy is not there though. But that model is not there. So unless you tell me that the model doesn't matter and another AI takes its place, I'm not really interested in winning it if he's not there. I want to win for real. Well, maybe it shouldn't matter. Let's see what this guy does. This guy in red. And you know, this is the... Wait, isn't this the F-090, the same car I'm using? Kinda looks like it. Oh, what the... What? Okay, there is a missile behind me. Yeah, right there. Okay, that black car with orange. What the fuck? I have no clue what model that is, but... I did the same jump that the blue guy did. I don't know, is this guy as fast as the blue guy? Probably. But I really want to know what model it is. So does that mean that the model doesn't matter in that case? I don't know, I feel like he's going slower. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I might be completely wrong. Just that it's hard to tell because I'm bad at Laguna Seca, so... Maybe I'm just doing badly and it's not that he's doing super good. Very hard to tell. Oh, it seems to be the same, I think. So, just in case, I probably want to do it again, because I really want to... I want to go against the 94S. Like, I want to go against that one. I don't want to go against the other ones. Like, I want my rival. So yeah, until my rival appears, I won't accept anything less. So yeah, show up. I want to see you here. There he is, the 90S, alright? Well, no, I mean the 90S, no, the 94S, which is actually the guy that is right in front of me right now. Well, this is a good opportunity to see how the AI works, I guess, because theoretically that guy should be the fastest one. Well, the AI is probably gonna bother him a little bit, but at least I remember he's black with yellow, not the pure yellow one, that's a different one. The black with yellow is the model of the supposed same car that gave me trouble all that time. So let's see if the model even matters, because I mean, if the model matters, that guy should clearly be in first/second place. If the model doesn't matter though, then yeah, I guess will be that yellow car. I'm going slowly myself here. Oh, fuck. That was bad. It's okay. I kinda recover. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Laguna Seca is fucked up, dude. Just the way it goes. If it is the same that was on first place in the grid, then that guy is the 090, or it should be at least. If it's, I mean, I think already by looking at the rear of the car, that's not the 094. The 094 has a differently shaped rear. So if that guy ends up being the fastest AI, then we can fully confirm that the model is completely irrelevant. Like, you simply have a fast AI and then you have slower AIs, and that's it. Oh, fuck me, dude. Doing pretty badly though. That's something that has nothing to do with the models or whatever. I'm just doing badly right now. I mean, quite honestly, the best attempt I had was the first one that unfortunately went into that stupid pit stop that completely messed me up because of the stupid ass auto drive. I went full speed there. What the game wants you to do, I will do it. I'm also spending my tires quite a lot doing this. Like, I'm spending my tires a whole lot. That was a perfect corkscrew. Absolutely perfect. You also do that corner very, very fast. Yeah, I'm at hit slipstream now, so we'll be able to get closer. I do wonder if the pit stop strategy also changes for the AIs or not, or if it's something that fully depends on the model. I'm not sure. But now, I mean, considering... Oh man, I hate the fucking corkscrew so much, dude. What a shitty ass corner. You cannot even call it a corner. Fucking piece of shit. But here we have two cars. And the other one is not the 94, or at least not the 94S, it's another one. I wonder what's going on here. I don't think there were two AIs going that fast in the championship, were they? Hard to tell. Maybe one of them is pit stop sooner, I don't know. They are certainly fighting each other, which benefits me without a doubt. I guess now not so much. Well, it's still pretty clear that no matter what, I will have someone tied to my ass, and it's the yellow car right now. Hey, I'm pretty sure that this yellow car is supposed to be the same model I'm using. Because I remember the one that went from first place was the F090, right? So what's for sure here is that the F094S is essentially doing its own thing, because we are not seeing him. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of the two last ones that are doing their own thing back there. Just taking a little Sunday stroll. At the same time, I'm unfortunately drifting too much, and drifting is obviously very bad for tires, so it kinda sucks. Although the lesson learned from the first attempt is basically brake before the pit stop, because if you don't brake, you're gonna have the auto dry brake for you and not precisely where you want. Essentially, don't go full speed to the pits, brake a little bit. Oh. Wait, the leader changed. Ah, fuck, I got distracted by that. It's fine, thankfully I didn't go out. Is that actually the 094? And he was the one that was black and yellow. Yeah, it is. Maybe the model does matter after all. So the yellow car was also able to hold on for a while, which is the surprising thing. Assuming this is the 094, but I think it is, right? I guess if that's the case, he should struggle with the, you know, with the way the other AIs were getting in his way. It's what I gotta assume, because otherwise it wouldn't be making too much sense. Well, if that's the case, at least we will have the final showdown against this guy. And there's someone already pitting in, like it happened last time too. One of the shover cars, two of them. It also happened in the championship attempt. There were two cars that pit in on lap 8, which made them the designated shovers, pretty much. Right, so right there I just mimic the behavior of the AI. Like going to the sand and straight to the wall. That's exactly what the AI does, so you cannot tell me that I'm doing it wrong. Or if I'm doing it wrong, they are doing it wrong too, you know? Right, so this is exactly the same situation as last time. I guess the third place is closer now. Alright, sure. Alright. So brake. And you don't have too much room to brake. Oh, and this asshole pushed me. And the yellow guy is also not here. Oh, these are the 294s, the ones that pits in though. Well, the other guy not pitting in shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, because I don't think it should be a problem. Right, so maybe after all the models do matter. And the AI is not something that is completely fixed. That guy that is first place though, assuming he pit stops on this lap is a non-issue because he's gonna pit stop the same amount as any of us, so no problem. Ooh, I almost drifted there. Well, it seems that here it's the two, yeah, he's gonna pit stop there, and that's the same model. Okay, so the models do matter, because that's also consistent with the behavior of that model in the championship. The fact that he essentially pit stops later than anyone else. So, well, that's good to know. Right now, I guess the difference is that you have the 94H right next to the 94S. That's weird because in Apricot Hill you also had a 94H, right? And yet he wasn't doing this good. So that's weird that he wasn't doing good there. But he seems to be doing very good here. Well, maybe he's only doing good temporarily. Ouch. But here is Mr. 94S. The weird thing about 94S is that so far I've seen him have 3 different colors. So how many colors do you even have per car? Not to mention that the one that has my same model also has, like, so far 4 different colors, because it has the 2 that I have plus the black one plus the one that has here. So the one that has here might be the same one that I used before. I think it was white and red. I don't know if it's the exact same pattern of white and red. Hard to tell. Right now the race basically turned into the same thing that was going on before. Like basically the one-on-one battle between me and this asshole. It's essentially what I wanted. Like I wanted closure against this guy. I don't care about any of the other opponents. I just want to beat this guy. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to beat Laguna Seca because I want to beat every race in this championship, but yeah, especially if it's this guy. Because yeah, now it will essentially turn into that. They might keep forgetting about that corner, dude. It's like I have to completely override my own reflex, right? It's the only thing I can do because my reflex tells me please brake on that corner, but the game tells me no, don't brake that much on that corner. It's like I have to go against my instinct. I guess I have to. No other way. Well, essentially right now the win condition is being able to keep the lead from this guy. Like, you're not winning otherwise. You need to somehow be able to, well, to not do shit like that for starters. And more importantly, to go faster than him. I used the brakes a lot there. Damn it. Well, at least here you can kinda understand why I did so badly on the championship attempt on Laguna Seca, because those two corners that I tend to brake every time, you're not supposed to. But at least not with good tires. With bad tires, you just gotta do whatever you can, basically. Then again, sometimes braking a little bit is not like it's making you lose that much time, you know? I'm assuming that the yellow car at the beginning was probably the red car in the championship. Basically that guy that at the beginning usually always goes super fast, but for different circumstances always ends up behind the 94. Kinda weird to call him a shover, but I mean, he is a shover. I guess he wasn't a shover in the test course, but yeah, the test course is an exception for everything. It's the exception for absolutely everything. Then again, the course screws me. It couldn't be any other way. You can see that at this point, none of the other shit matters. Like, this is like identical to the first attempt at this point. Like, he might have taken longer to get here, but he is now here, and he's here to stay. Now, the one thing that makes me think is, you know, that I feel like even me, like even I don't lose that much time on the left side of that corner when I step on the sand. So it's either because I'm going faster than in other corners, or it's because the sand there is simply not something that slows you as much as the sand in other places. I mean, I don't know what else to think. You're still so close. Well, I mean, he's a slipstream distance, so that means that you do what you can, but reserving the lead here will be hard, especially because it's the final lap of the stint, which means that my tires are ultra fogged. The important thing is being able to keep the lead. Now, if you're able to keep the lead, at the very least, he won't go faster than you because he will remain behind you. That's what matters. Him being behind you is the only thing that matters. Okay. Well, but more importantly here, this is the lap 2 pit stop. Remember to brake. It feels like he doesn't brake, like he does it at full speed. I wonder if at some point that's gonna cost him the same thing that happened to me or not. It probably will, but so far it's not happening. Oh, team, he got stuck with the other guy. Just keep in mind that his pit crew is not supposed to be in second place this time, because he's simply, well, he started in 5th place, so he's way, well, I don't know if he should be that far from me, but I guess he is. Also, the guy behind me is not him, right? Isn't it the F090, or no, never mind, it's already him. I guess he didn't lose time for that much. I guess it's mostly the fact that losing time doesn't matter too much, because me having a consistent pace on this track that allows me to leave him behind is something that doesn't seem like it can happen. Ah, fuck me, dude. Well, especially if I do shit like that. But it's what I say, like, here the whole race is gonna be like this unless he overtakes. If he overtakes me, it's fucking over. But if he doesn't overtake, the whole race is essentially gonna be like this, because I simply cannot get away from him, because I cannot do fast laps in this track. Wow, do you really do that much faster? I even do the same strat you did. Was doing the exact same strat and everything, and you don't even appreciate that? This is gonna suck balls. It's already on the inner side of the corkscrew. Right now, he's mercilessly chasing me. It's like in some other laps, some of the previous one, he was a little bit more calm, but now it seems like he's going all out. And this race is essentially, as long as this guy is here, it's never free. Maybe I should have taken the free attempt where he wasn't there, but I don't think I would have felt good about winning that, because I knew that I would win that. Well, I didn't know, because at that point I didn't know if the models made a difference or not, but the point is that now that I know the models do make a difference, at least for the AI, that means that I need to beat him. Something that I need is not the same as something that I can. Like right now, the only reason why I'm winning is because I'm essentially relying on him crashing against me. Like basically me blocking him at every opportunity. Well, to be fair though, the first attempt that I did, he started in first place and I was able to properly overtake him, so it's not like here I'm not deserving the first place. Like I can take the first place from him, just that not very easily, but it is something that I already did and I will do again, but I really don't want to do it again, you know, because it will take a lot of effort. So best thing is that he stays behind. But so far, it's a matter of consistency. If I can consistently do this 1 minute 5 laps, like I'm able to stay first place. But yeah, that requires quite some speed. And it feels so stupid to do the corner like that, but I mean, if we follow the AI as the example, that's how you're supposed to. So as stupid as it feels and looks, it's apparently the way to do it. So yeah, what do you want me to do? Well, on the right side, well, the race is not over yet, but the traction control seemed that wasn't necessary to disable. I do wonder though if disabling it will make me go faster, or if anything it will make me spin at every corner. That's the most likely scenario. Yeah, that's fine. So here essentially the next most dangerous lap is gonna be lap 27. I mean, obviously after lap 27 you still need to keep the consistency up, but the important thing is lap 27 because of the tires being deteriorated and also for stopping in pits. That's very important too. I know those previous 2 laps were slower, but at least this 3-second, almost 4-second advantage is something that I'm somehow keeping, so at least that's good. Now my question is, was he able to overtake me once in this whole race? I don't think he did. Or if he did, it was for only a very small moment, but I don't think even that. I think I never had this guy in front of me in this race. I did have him crashing my rear multiple times, but that's I think as close as he got. Hey man, this is a very good advantage. Like, I feel like at this point I'm probably doing even better than Apricot Hill. That's interesting. And surprising because Apricot Hill is a way easier track than this one. I feel like this one I already tried it so much that I kinda developed the perfect strategy to simply go as fast as possible. Thinking about it yesterday when I tried this track on the championship, there was absolutely no way that I somehow could have won, because aside from the oil, there is the fact that not only I was playing this track for the first time in a while, and especially for the first time in a while in this particular game, that handles quite differently from Gran Turismo 4, you know? I mean, it's something that I mentioned sometimes before, but this game, I don't know if it's an emulator thing or if it happens in the console as well. It has a significant amount of input delay. I almost fucked up. Like, in Gran Turismo 4, the inputs that you do feel instant. Like the moment you press something, you see it happening on the screen. Here, there is a very slight delay that is not extremely big, but it's big enough to be a problem. Like, it's big enough to essentially not be able to make you play as good as you will play in Gran Turismo 4, which might be even the reason why maybe these Formula Championships are harder than in 4. Like, maybe if I had 4's response time, I probably would be able to win them just as free. I kinda doubt it though. It just seems that the formulas here are better done, and that's it. Well, final pit stop, and at this rate, as I said, if I'm able to keep up this consistency, I will win. You know? Oh, he's gonna... No, okay, he didn't struggle against this guy that time. I mean, against that guy this time. I did it in reverse. I said it in reverse. And I also have 5 seconds of advantage, so assuming I fuck it up, I do have margin for mistakes, so I think that this should be fine, and it's quite different than what I was expecting. I really was not expecting to win Laguna Seca if I didn't unlock another different formula car, particularly the 94S, since that seems to be the best one I get. I also wonder if the letter in the model means that... No, but it cannot be the tire compound. I mean, everyone has medium tires in theory. I mean, what if H is hard, S is soft, and M is medium? It's just that the thing is that this model, if you look at the tune shop, you have medium tires, and the model is S. So it cannot be that, or if it's that, it's something that is simply like, you know, something not related to the game mechanics, but rather to how, well, I guess it is related to the game mechanics, but not to the tune shop mechanics, right? Like, it's its own thing. Like, cars that have S maybe handle better. I don't know, just to say something. Maybe not, maybe it's a random letter. Do you have a time for a 360? No, that's definitely not enough time for a 360. If it was 20 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Ooh, I almost accidentally did one on the corkscrew. Man, the corkscrew is a corner that is so fucked up. It really can kill you at any moment. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that this is a formula car that has brakes made in heaven, I wouldn't have stopped the car there with any other car. That was 2 seconds lower than it should be, by the way, so... Well, and as you can tell, he is getting closer too, so... Unfortunately, that advantage, I'm very slowly losing it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit more, I guess. I mean, there are still some laps to go, so... If this was like the second to last lap, I would be like, yeah, whatever. And there are still some laps to go, so... You don't really fuck around too much. And he's still 4 seconds away. The gap seems like it's maintaining itself there. It's fine though. You know what I'm really curious is comparing the total time that I'm gonna do here with the total time on yesterday's attempt at the championship. Would be nice to see. Yeah, this guy is certainly feels like he's getting, well, no, not really getting closer, but he's also not getting further. And we're essentially going at around the same pace. Which, as I say, and it's the reason why I like this championship so much. I haven't seen this equal pace in any racing game that is not something like Ridge Racer or Company, that are games that essentially are made out of arcade rubber banding, you know? But this one is supposedly simulated, so the fact that a simulated AI is so close to base, or rather almost equal of base to me, is crazy. Like, it probably does have rubber banding, as we already saw on the test course. But like, what I'm trying to say is that even if there is a bit of rubber banding, there is certainly a simulated amount of handling that is not related to the game, like hard coding its behavior, or rather letting it happen, right? Like letting the AI do its thing. And the fact that he's almost equal to me is crazy. I really have not seen that ever before. I mean, maybe if I actually played a real racing simulator, it will be a different story. Like, if I go to Assetto Corsa or whatever, like, yeah, maybe the AI will also be like that, and probably even better, sure. But I mean that for a casual game like this one, you don't see it often, and not under these conditions either. Unfortunately, the test course really taints the championship quite a lot. Like, the test course is really a piece of shit. Well, no time to talk about that because it's the final lap. And I'm 5 seconds ahead, surprisingly. Almost exactly 5 seconds. And against this guy, so I am able to claim that I was able to beat every one of the Formula races against the 094. Well, 094S, because you can very clearly see here that the 094H, which is the other model, is clearly inferior. I don't know if as a model or simply the AI is inferior, but you can tell it is, you know? You can easily tell it is. Well, this time we win. This time Laguna Seca is beaten. And I don't know if the oil helped or not. Well, the oil definitely helped. Well, actually, that's the thing. With a pace so close to the second place, if it wasn't for the oil, I'm pretty sure I couldn't have this. Also, the yellow car that was the one that was second at the beginning got last place. Well, he's there. He just got out of pits. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's the reason why he gets last place, because he goes to pits very often. But wait a second, were there two 90s? Did I see that correctly? Am I going crazy? Hold up. Because maybe I am going crazy. Well, not to mention these cars, well, just looking at the colors, you cannot really tell. The problem is that here it's not... Okay, here it shows up. So there were two 90... Sorry, I'm stupid. 90S is my model. I meant 94S. Yeah, they are two 90S, me and the other guy. Fucking moron. Yeah, my bad, sorry. Sometimes I'm a little bit stupid, but yeah. It does seem like the second car faster than the 94S is the 94H. Which, nice information, I guess. Not like I'm planning on farming them anyways, but hey, what I can say is that, look, all of the Formula Championship has been completed with none other than the F090, which, by the way, before we go out, you deserve an oil change and a wash. You deserve it because you did very well. So yeah, let me give you this real quick. You deserve to be stored in the garage clean. But yeah, I think that with this we are done with the simulation mode of the game, this time for real, since I got that. I mean, I don't discard that maybe in 30 years I could revisit this game if I'm still alive, but I think no less than that. But yeah, just as I say, this was one of the, like, with the exception of test course and I guess Monaco for being the full length, everything else in the Formula Championship has been really one of my best experiences in racing games. I will even say the best experience in Gran Turismo. But then again, I remember things like Rally de la Sierra in Gran Turismo 6 and the weekly events in that game as well that are fantastic. So I don't know if I like it more than that, but it's certainly one of the best things that Gran Turismo has to offer, coming from a game that certainly, at least to me, is very far from being the best. Like, I still think that this is my least liked Gran Turismo game, and you could see things like that even in that championship with the test course and with the fact that you cannot recharge the oil in the middle of a championship for some mind-blowingly stupid reason, right? So with that aside, like, I do think that this championship was fantastic, and especially the first half with all those super close races, that was fantastic. But yeah, time to close it out. So hey, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with something else. So have a good one and take care.